So, good afternoon, everybody. So today uh, we are we are going to discuss heat transfer. So already you had some introduction classes. Again, we'll start from introduction onwards. So heat transfer is one of the thermal engineering subjects. So here, we are going to discuss. We are going to learn how heat is transferred in various modes, how we are going to uh, measure the heat transfer, how we are going to uh, find out the heat transfer in different modes of heat transfers. So this is one of the very important subjects in thermal engineering is concerned. Okay. So you all know that. So heat means it is a one form of energy. Heat means it is one form of energy. Heat transfer means it is energy transfer. Heat transfer means is nothing but energy transfer. That means energy is transferred from one place to the other place. So how heat is transferred? So generally heat is transferred from high temperature to the low temperature. From high temperature to the low temperature. Whenever there is a temperature difference, there is a heat transfer. Whenever there is a temperature difference, there is a heat transfer. So in heat transfer, now we are going to discuss the various types of heat transfer and various applications of heat transfer. So the total is heat transfer we are going to study in 5 units. In basics, so in introduction, the first unit we discuss. So what is meant by heat transfer? How heat transfer takes place? These things we'll discuss, we'll learn. And already we discussed something in thermodynamics. So what is the difference between the thermodynamics point of view and heat transfer point of view? How energy is transferred in thermodynamics, how heat is transferred in thermodynamics. This energy is transferred in heat transfer. There will be a slight difference. What is the difference? That also we'll discuss. And we'll discuss what are the applications of heat transfer, where we use this heat transfer principles. And the mechanism of heat transfer. There will be some modes of heat transfer. How this mechanism of heat transfer takes place, that also we'll discuss. Okay. So next, basically the heat transfer, there are three modes of heat transfer: conduction, convection, and radiation. So these are the three important modes of heat transfer. So regarding this conduction, we discuss one-dimensional conduction, steady state to two-dimensional conduction, and what is meant by transient conduction. Transient means unsteady state. Unsteady state heat transfer we'll discuss as a transient heat conduction. So coming to the convection. So convection also we discuss what is the mechanism of convection, how the convection heat transfer takes place. So generally in convection, the heat is transferred in the form of a wherever fluids or gas flows, there will be convective heat transfer. So this external and internal flows, how the heat transfer takes place, what is meant by forced convection, what is meant by free convection, and the application of this convection is heat exchangers. So generally radiator is a one type of heat exchangers, how that we'll discuss in convection. Coming to the radiation. So radiation is another mode of heat transfer. Okay, how the radiation heat transfer we have to calculate. What is the corresponding equations? What is the corresponding theorems? What are the okay, and there will be the various other factors, view factors, some factors are there, those things we'll discuss in the radiation. So these are the things totally we are going to discuss in this course. Next. So coming to the heat transfer. So heat transfer, it is a science that deals the determination of rates of heat energy transfer due to temperature difference. So that means it is a science or it is a study determination of rates of heat energy transfer due to temperature difference. Here, when there is a temperature difference, there is a heat transfer. When there is a temperature difference, there is heat transfer. Okay. So how to calculate this heat transfer? How to determine this heat transfer? That we are going to discuss in this subject. So here, so how heat is getting transferred because of temperature difference. From high temperature to low temperature, heat will be transferred. This temperature difference, we call it as a driving force. The temperature difference, we call it as driving force. For heat transfer, the temperature difference is the driving force. Okay. So this temperature difference we can call as a dt. The temperature difference we can call it as dt. So if you observe, so there is a conduction, convection, radiation. In conduction, so here, so one side of the body temperature T1, other side of the body temperature T2. T1 is greater than T2. That is, from high temperature to the low temperature, heat is transferred. This Q, heat, the rate of heat transfer Q. So there is a heat transfer from high temperature to the low temperature. Similarly, in convection, so here there is a plate. Over the plate, fluid is moving. Over the plate, fluid is moving. When the fluid is moving, so here also there is a, due to this motion of the fluid, motion of the gas, there is a temperature difference. Okay. So here, surface temperature is Ts and fluid temperature is T infinity. Due to temperature difference, here there is a heat transfer. So that heat transfer is called as a convection. So here there are two plates. These two plates are at different temperature, but there is no contact. These two plates are different temperature, but there is no contact. So due to this temperature differences, always the hot body it emits, it releases energy in the form of waves. So that is called as radiation. So this heat transfer had various applications. So in power plants we use heat transfer. Not only that, so in heat exchangers, refrigerators, air conditioners, motherboards, okay, ICs, in all the cases, so you want to run any system means we have to provide proper cooling. Whenever there is a proper cooling means there we have to apply the heat transfer application. We have to apply the heat transfer knowledge to design the efficient cooling system, to design efficient heat exchangers. So we require a knowledge of heat transfer. So we'll see the difference between thermodynamics and heat transfer. In thermodynamics also we discuss energy transfer. In heat transfer also there is energy transfer. But in thermodynamics there is a energy transfer under equilibrium states. The end state is in equilibrium. When there is an equilibrium state, then only we use thermodynamics. But in heat transfer, even though it is not in equilibrium state, it is in a transient state. So non-equilibrium conditions also we calculate in case of heat transfer. So thermodynamics, there will be some laws are there. Zeroth law, it tells about temperature. First law, it tells about energy conservation. Second law, it tells about entropy. And third law, it tells about entropy is constant when temperature reaches to zero. But coming to this heat transfer, for the same energy transfers, so for conduction, we use Fourier's law. For convection, we use Newton's law of cooling. And for radiation, we use Stefan Boltzmann's law. So for these three modes of heat transfers, we use three laws. That is Fourier's law, Newton's law of cooling, and Stephen Boltzmann's law. So that we'll discuss in detail. Okay, so heat transfer from hot body to cold body, heat is transferred in the form of some form of it transfer in the form of a fluid. What kind of fluid it is? That is called as caloric. Caloric is is a fluid-like substance. So it is a massless, colorless, odorless, and tasteless, but it transfers. That is the heat transfer. Okay. So if Q is the amount of heat, so Q dot is the rate of heat transfer. Rate of heat transfer means heat transfer per unit time, we can call it the rate of heat transfer. And Q by A, that is heat transfer per unit area, we can call it a heat flux. Heat transfer per unit area, we can call it as heat flux. Okay. So there will be a small problem. So there is a total heat transfer is there. You want to, and the surface area is given. So you want to calculate heat flux means total heat transfer by area, surface area. Like this, we can calculate heat flux. So basically, the heat transfer, this is very, very, very important. Basically, the heat transfer, they classified as 3 types. These are called modes of heat transfer. What are these 3 important modes of heat transfer? One is conduction, another one is convection, another one is radiation. So conduction means generally in solids, the heat is transferred in the form of a conduction. In solids, heat is transferred in the form of conduction. But how heat transfer takes place? That is due to contact, molecular contact. Due to molecular contact, heat transfer takes place in solids. Coming to the convection, the heat transfer in liquids and gases, it is convection. Heat transfer in liquids and gases takes place in the form of a convection. Okay, so here how the heat transfer takes place means due to density difference of the fluid. Due to density difference of the fluid or gases, the heat transfer takes place. Coming to the radiation also it is a heat transfer. So here, for radiative heat transfer, no medium is not required. But without medium, how the heat is transferred means it is in the form of wave motion. It is in the form of wave motion. Okay. So the best example is for radiation heat transfer. The best example, the Earth is receiving this heat from the sun in the form of radiation. The best example, the Earth receives the heat from the sun in the form of radiation. Okay, so now we will discuss one by one in detail. Coming to the conduction. So conduction is a mode of heat transfer by molecular contact. So conduction is a mode of heat transfer by molecular contact. So here there is a body, inside there is so many molecules. Due to this once heat energy, once it absorbs the heat, it starts vibrating. The molecule starts vibrating due to this energy, and that vibration energy, that molecules due to contact of the molecules, there will be heat transfer from high temperature to the low temperature. So that is called conduction. So here, how to calculate conduction means to calculate the conduction heat transfer, there is a Fourier's equation. What is the Fourier's equation means? That is minus Ka into dt by dx. Minus Ka into dt by dx. This is called Fourier's equation. Using this equation only, we can calculate conductive heat transfer. This is very, very important equation. Using this equation, we can calculate conductive heat transfer. Okay. So there is a Fourier law. There is a Fourier for to calculate conductive heat transfer. There is a law is called Fourier's law. What this law explains means this heat transfer, the conductive heat transfer directly proportional to the surface area, and it's directly proportional to the temperature gradient. Okay, so Q equal to minus Ka into dt by dx, where K is a constant. This constant is called as coefficient of thermal conductivity. where K is called as coefficient of thermal conductivity, where K is called as coefficient of thermal conductivity. So this K value, it varies from material to material. The K value, it varies from material to material. For gold and silver, it had very high value. For wood, it has very low value. Coming to the convective heat transfer. A convection is a mode of heat transfer by density difference. By density difference. When there is a density difference, due to density difference, there will be a flow. When there is a flow, the respective heat transfer, we can call it as a convection. Okay. So generally in fluid flows, there will be a density difference. So here there is a hot plate. Over that the fluid is flowing. Over that there is a fluid is flowing. So when the fluid is flowing, okay, so the temperature, if you observe, the velocity slowly it increases. So this is top one is called as a free stream velocities. When this fluid it touches the plate, the velocity becomes 0. So that means over the surface of the plate the velocity is 0. It is a stagnant. Okay, and so based on the temperature, so here the temperature is Ts, surface temperature. So here the atmospheric temperature or fluid temperature. So due to temperature difference, there will be density difference takes place. Due to temperature difference, due to temperature there will be density difference. Due to density difference, there will be fluid flow. So with the fluid flow, there will be heat transfer also takes place. Okay, so here, so there are mechanism of convective heat transfer, energy transfer due to random molecular motion, that is called as diffusion. Energy transfer due to bulk motion of the fluid, we can call it advection. Okay, so due to density difference, due to density difference, if there is a heat transfer, that is called as a convective heat transfer. Generally, in liquids and gases, the heat is transferred in the form of a convection. So this convection also, there is again classified as two types: forced convection, free convection. So with the help of external forces, here if you observe, there is a fan. So when fan is rotating, means it pumps the fluid flow, air flow. So due to external flow, due to external forces, there is any heat transfer, that is called as forced heat transfer or forced convection. So without any external flows, if there is a heat transfer, it is called as natural convection. Okay. So similarly, boiling and conduction also, there is a other type of convective heat transfer. So to calculate convective heat transfer, there is an equation called equal to H A into Ts minus T infinity. This is called Newton's law of cooling. Sorry. So so Newton's convective heat transfer equation. There are different cases, the H values. Coming to the third mode of heat transfer, it is called radiation heat transfer. So radiation is a mode of heat energy. Radiation is a mode of heat transfer by wave motion. So radiation is a mode of heat transfer by wave motion. Okay, it won't require any medium. So here heat is transferred in the form of a electromagnetic waves. Heat is transferred in the form of electromagnetic waves. So electromagnetic waves is nothing but a photons, light. Okay, so electromagnetic waves is nothing but a photons. Okay, so to calculate radiation heat transfer, there is an equation called E equal to EB, means that is equal to sigma T to the power of 4. Okay, so sigma into T to the power of 4. Okay, so where sigma is called as the Stefan Boltzmann's equation. So this equation was prepared by Stefan Boltzmann. That's why this equation is called the Stefan-Boltzmann equation, and sigma is a Stefan constant. So Stefan Boltzmann proposed equation to calculate heat transfer. Okay. So this diagram. So there is a surface. It emits, it absorbs the radiation, it absorbs the heat and absorbs the heat. Okay. So how much heat it emits, that we can calculate with the help of this equation, Stefan-Boltzmann equation. So when there is a two temperatures, surface temperature, atmospheric temperature, using this equation we can calculate heat transfer. So these are the this is about some introduction about the heat transfer. So next class we'll discuss in detail about a conduction, convection, radiation one by one. Okay. So first we will discuss about conductive heat transfer. What is conduction heat transfer? What is one-dimensional conductive heat transfer? What is two-dimensional conductive heat transfer? What is the partial? Okay. So today we discuss only some basics about heat transfer. So today we discuss what is meant by heat transfer, what are the different modes of heat transfer, what are the applications of heat transfer. Okay, how to calculate the basic heat transfers. If it is a conduction, we use Fourier's equation. If it is convection, we use Newton's Newton's law, Newton's equation. And if it is a radiation, we use Stefan-Boltzmann equation. These are the three important equations we can use to calculate heat transfer. Okay. Okay, thank you.